offend you, or you might say something and you might offend them. Know that, like, that's just the normal human process, and I can do that. I can have a misunderstanding with my coworkers or anybody. Like, sometimes things are just misunderstood, and it's good just to clarify and communicate. If you feel hurt, tell them, like, that really hurt me. I don't really understand where that came from. And then you might actually develop a better relationship as you have that honest conversation. So it's good to recognize that there's going to be misunderstandings. We are all in this together, and we're all going to make some mistakes in this process. And we want everyone to feel comfortable here and be able to speak their truth. I want us to be able to teach each other, and that's what's so great about having them all here. If at any point you felt like there is some discrimination against you, I don't want you to just hold that in or be mad. I want you to come and seek us out. I want you to come and talk to someone about it, and have it so that we can evaluate it and see what's going on. Because we don't want anyone to feel that way, and we want to, if there's something like that going on, we want to address it and get that taken care of. Okay. Here are a lot of resources for support. So there's the Diversity Resource Center, the International Programs Office, which you guys are all quite aware of. The Diversity Resource Center is over in Rendezvous. Okay. I don't even know how to describe it. It's at one end of Rendezvous. I don't know if it's north, south, east, or west. The Office of Student Affairs, you met Lynn Reddington earlier, the Vice President of Student Affairs, and so that's in that hypostyle hallway. You can always stop in there and speak to Chris Clarkson or Vanessa or Stephanie. They're always willing to help and listen and try and help you with any kind of issues that are coming up. The Health and Wellness is over in Reed Gym. We also have the University Health Center. It is free. You can see a doctor for free over there for all active students. So any of you could go in there and be seen by a doctor with no cost. You can do walk-ins or you can schedule appointments. And the Counseling and Testing Center, where I'm from, where there's the counseling and also testing services available. I wanted to bring up, is anyone in student housing? I think a few of you are. So you always have a resident advisor on your floor, and that is also someone you can go to if you're having any struggles or need to talk to someone about any kind of issues that arise for you. So this is something new this year, is our CATS Connections. And so CATS is, again, counseling and testing services. But we have a support group for international students. And a support group is really just an opportunity for our international students to get together and connect and talk, and also talk about, like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Like, do you know where you go and get this? I know someone was from China. Just so you know, Salt Lake is the place to get any kind of Chinese food. I know that there's Chinese restaurants here, but it's not what I'm used to. And if we want to cook with Chinese food, go to Salt Lake. I know they're doing the trip to Salt Lake. And that might be true for a lot of other international foods as well. It might be easier to get in Salt Lake than here in Pocatello. But Amazon is our friend as well. CATS is the place where you could talk to someone and say, like, I'm trying to get some help with this, and they might have some ideas. Like, it's a great opportunity for everyone to connect, to build those relationships with each other, and also kind of navigate the things that are different from domestic students. I do want you to make friends with our domestic students too. Like, don't live in your just small world. I want you to really expand and stretch yourselves. And come talk to us. Like, we have availability through for the individual and group counseling and things like that. Some people don't feel comfortable going into a counseling office, and I'm aware of that, but in Reed Gym, we have the single session program now where you could just call and schedule, and then you can meet with someone if you just said, like, I just need to talk through this one issue with someone. That is a great place to go do that. Okay. Now, knitting. that. And I was always just like, how do you do that? Like, how do you move to another country? And their English wasn't that great, and it's improved some, but sometimes we still have trouble communicating, and we work on that. But it's, I just want to say I'm proud of you guys coming here. Like, it takes a lot of courage to come to a place and learn in a language that's may not be your first language, and just be in a completely different environment. Like, I am proud of you, 100%.
Who wants to win a speaker? Not you, no.
The number is 2996141. 2996141. So again, 2996141.
Yeah!
Okay, we will have Ayush and Kiran to do a quick icebreaker so that you guys can relax a little bit and have fun too. So just remember, we have a laptop to give away and a speaker and a couple of gift cards for both. So here's Ayush.
Thanks, Khalid. How are you guys doing? I just heard someone's from England. Who's from England? Congrats on winning Cricket World Cup last month. Yeah, my name is Ayush. I'm an international ambassador here, and I'm also a new student worker in IPO. And I'm from Nepal. Fun fact about me is I have not climbed Everest. So, yeah, so we are here for a fun icebreaker, and we'll be handing out 2 gift cards, which I suppose is from our university bookstore. So you can go to a university bookstore, and we have gears, we have fun items you can go check out for $25. So we have 2 gift cards from here, and we'll be having a very fun icebreaker called Newly Met. It's actually newlywed, but we just transformed to newly met. So I guess you guys are pretty much familiar with each other here. So yeah, we'll give you 2 minutes to talk with each other, just know each other well, and we'll ask you some questions. And there are groups of 2, and I guess we're 22, so 11 groups, and Jessica will be tracking the points. So we'll be asking 5 questions first to each group, and both will answer, and one of the member of the groups will show the answer about the other member. So suppose if I ask, what's your favorite color? So suppose I ask this group, what's your favorite color? So he should show the answer of her favorite color. And we'll track points, and it'll reverse back, and the highest point scorer will win this icebreaker and get this gift card. So are you guys ready? Okay. So do we have enough groups? So the table having odd number can shift to the other odd number and have a group of 2. So 2, 2, 2. So there's one a table which has an odd number.
Who doesn't have a partner? Yeah. Any other? You don't have a partner?
This group has odd number. Oh no. Okay.
Right here.
Yeah. So one can yeah. Cool. It's settled. Yeah. Cool. So so can one of our friends, Prince, can you join? Okay. Prince is always excited. Cool. So I'll assign the group number. This is number 1, number 2. So remember your number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So remember your respective numbers and we'll start the question. So you guys get 2 minutes to know each other. Just kind of ask some questions that you guys might ask someone and then we'll start the questions. Time's up. Okay. Time's up, guys. Okay, we'll start the game now. So I'll just give you a quick review again. So you are not allowed to show the answer to the other member of your group, and both of the members should write. Both of them write the answer, and you are not allowed to show the answer. So you guys choose the first member. Like, so if I start, then he should show his answer and he will just keep it. And we'll ask later and then see if anyone wins. So just one member show the answer. Do you guys understand? Have any question? So we'll ask a question to respective group. And while reviewing the answer, we'll just show, one of the member will show the answer. And if that's correct, so I'll ask him what's his favorite color. He should write the correct answer for him. And if it's right, we'll give them point. You guys get it? Good? You get to know when the game starts. So the first question, and you don't show the answer to the other person. The first question is, where is your friend from? Don't show the answer. Don't show the answer to the other member of your group. Okay. Now, group 1. One of your members show the answer of your other group. Show your answer. One of your member. One of the member. Taiwan. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Group 1 gets 1 point. Yeah. China, is correct? Okay. Group 2 gets the other point. Group 3. Correct? Chile. Group 4. Cool. Sweden. Group 4. Oh, 5, sorry. Taiwan. Okay. Group 6. Sweden. Is that correct? Okay. Group 7. Nepal, correct? Cool. Group 8. Correct? Everyone is getting point. I should have asked harder questions. Group, that was 8, right? Yeah. Group 9. What's the answer? Taiwan? Is that correct? Taiwan? Yes. Okay. Group 9. France, correct. Oh, are you guys group 10? Who's group 9? Okay. Remember your guys' group name. What's your answer? Nepal, correct. That was 11, right? 12. Yeah. Nigeria, is that correct? Nigeria, correct. Correct? Correct. Yeah. Oh, that is part of you. So, anyone answer? Nigeria? I think everyone got, okay, last group. Nigeria? Yeah, cool. So first question. Second question will go pretty quick. What is his or her major? So the same guy should answer this question. Same one.
No discussion.
No discussion. What's your answer? Group 1.
The major.
You write it down. Mechanical. You write it down. The other guy should write it down too. So we should match. Yeah, yours.
You guys got it? So, what does
Yeah, don't show the answers. You guys don't get the gift cards then.
yeah, the same person.
Yeah, same person's answers. We're just looking how well you know the other member. So both of them will write the answer for the same person. So, you ready? What's the answer? No, you won't get the point. Pharmacy and mechanical is totally different. Okay. No, she answered the first, right? The first question?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
About her?
Yeah.
So what's it?
Art Welling.
Is that right? Okay.
Whoa, get the point. Okay. Third?
Business.
Correct.
Yeah, so business. No, sorry.
Auto mechanics.
Automotive.
That's close. That's close.
Okay, we'll get that.
Five.
Auto was the same. So, what's the group name?
Five.
6. Who's group 6? Sociology, correct. Group 7? Mechanical engineering, correct. Who answered? Did you answer?
Management.
Management, correct.
8, right?
Yes.
You guys ready? Yeah. We'll do it pretty quick.
Graphic design. What?
So you should match, like. Biology, correct. So you guys group name? 10. Who's 11? Okay, sorry.
Microbiology.
Who's 12?
Mech engineering.
Correct. 13? Correct. Correct. All right, third question. We'll go really quick. What is your friend's favorite movie? Just write it down. Friend's favorite movie. We gave you time to discuss, guys. You should know this answer. Yeah.
Endgame.
Yes. Same Marvel. Same thing.
What did you say?
Endgame.
Marvel Endgame.
Okay, it's Marvel, so I like Endgame, so we give them point.
Harry Potter? I don't know.
Correct? Wow, that was impressive.
Just a guess.
So we
Tai
cannot
Chi?
consider the answer for what is your favorite?
Mission Impossible.
No point. How about you guys?
Selbstkonstruktion.
Oh, Inception.
Lion King.
Ooh, Lion King. Cool.
Which group are you?
What is the group name of you guys? Three. Three? Three. Don't know? Okay, what's your favorite movie? Life of Pi.
I'm gonna guess Inception. It's not good.
Okay, no point for that.
Harry Potter.
Wow, Harry Potter. Impressive.
Lion King.
Lion King? Woo, you guys are good at it.
Life of Pi.
Racial television.
No.
Good blood.
Correct. Good luck. NPM. Wow. Correct.
Matilda.
Correct. Okay. Now, fourth question.
Hey, you're not doing that.
So now the other member will write the answer for the member who spoke for the first time. So now he will write the answer for him. So okay. So what's your friend's favorite game? Write it down. Write it down. Don't discuss, guys. Favorite sports. Sorry, favorite sports. Sorry. Don't discuss.
And this is the last question, right?
This is the
Last question.
last question. Yeah. Ready? Now the other member will answer the question. Okay.
Soccer.
Soccer. Correct.
Group 2.
I don't even know what.
You don't know? Okay. Any guesses? Sleep is a favorite sport.
Our sport.
Okay, group 3.
Soccer. It is right, I put football, that's what we call it in my country.
Which group are you?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say soccer.
Hockey.
Football? No, it's football. Soccer. Soccer.
Group number 7.
Cricket. Cricket? Wow. What's your favorite team?
I know. I know.
Man, Kohli, man.
Which group are you?
Sir?
Kevin?
Cool. What group are you? 8. 9. Okay, we're heading pretty quick.
Second.
Group 9?
Basketball. What's the group name?
9 and 10.
Tennis. Correct.
11?
Okay.
Soccer.
Alright, we have pretty much good number of soccer fans here.
Bali.
Okay. I think we have multiple winners here. Alright.
Depending on them.
Okay, now we have our result. And Jessica, you wanna? Yeah, meanwhile she's calculating the result. I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Nitin, and we'll announce the winner later. So thank you guys for participation. I'm really looking forward to you guys' presence at ISU. And go Bengals!
All right. So we have our next speaker here. Crystal Ross is here to talk a little bit about her programs, and so I know it's a little bit early, but we're ready for you. So as long as you're ready, we'll please welcome Crystal.
Hi, how are you guys? Welcome. Welcome to Idaho State University. My name is Crystal. I'm with Eden Health Center here on campus. Okay. First thing, go back to our web page. We're the health center on campus, so if you have something that you need to see a doctor for, come to see us. The nice thing about the health center on campus is it's not an office visit charge. You're not going to be charged to see that doctor. However, there will be a charge if we're giving a lab, like a strep culture or an x-ray if you broke your arm, leg. There will be charges for that. We will bill your insurance, or you can pay cash. What I suggest is that you do not go to the emergency room. You're going to be paying quite a bit more if you go to the emergency room. Come see us. If we're not open, go to an urgent care. There's several in town here, and it'll be a lot cheaper for you if you have some sort of medical issue. Now, of course, if there's an emergency, go to the hospital. But it will be a lot more expensive. All right? We have 3 physicians and 3 PAs, which are physician assistants. We also have a laboratory. We can do labs. We have an x-ray machine. You can do x-rays. We also have Bengal Pharmacy, which is upstairs from us, where you can get your prescriptions. So if you do have insurance, make sure you give them your insurance card to bill. Like I said, for the visit, there's not a visit charge, just to see that doctor. But if they do something to you, there is a charge, okay? The next thing I wanted to talk about is TB screening. Idaho State University requires that some students from certain countries have a TB screening, okay? That is listed on our webpage, and those countries are listed on that. Those countries are listed there, so if you're from one of those countries or have spent time in those countries, I would suggest you come in and do a TB screen. You are responsible for that bill for the TB. However, it depends on what they do. They do sometimes just a little prick on your skin. They also do some blood tests if you've been exposed before. We do keep track of that, and if you do not do it, you will not be able to register for next spring, okay? It is a requirement of the university. So if you have questions on that, you can give us a call at the health center or go onto our webpage and look at all those countries, okay? If you have any questions for me, and if you've had some previous TB screening, get the documentation. It does need to be in English so that we can read it, and then we will look at it, and our director will look at it and either approve it or say, oh, we need to do this. Okay? Any questions? We just handed out a little postcard that has pictures of our staff, and then on the back it has all the campus's resources, such as there's a physical therapy, speech therapy, there's us, there's HealthQuest, there's Bengal Pharmacy on the back of that. So, all right, if you have no questions, then welcome and good luck in your endeavors.
All right, and let me just re-emphasize again, because this has come up, going to the emergency room in any hospital is going to be really, really expensive. And I know she just said that, but I just want to highlight that a little bit. It is quite expensive to go to an emergency room. So if it's not a life or death or serious injury, make sure you go to the health center instead of to a hospital. And then I am also going to provide some brochures for insurance. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later, but insurance is a really important thing that you guys have because health costs in the U.S. are very high, and so these companies specialize in international student insurance. And so I've got those brochures. I will put them at the desk here or at the table up front here. At the end of the orientation, you can pick those up. Okay? So we're gonna, the schedule's just a little bit off. We're gonna switch things around a little bit. But our next speaker is going to be Nitin from our office. He's going to talk about academic advising. And then we'll go into our immigration rules and regulations. If we have time for a break, we'll take a little bit of a break as well. But let's continue with Nitin, and then we'll have a little bit of a break after him. Okay? So please welcome Nitin.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
So far, so good? Okay, so my name is Nitin Srivastava, and I'm an academic advisor in the International Programs Office. Most probably you all know me because I'm the one who's been sending a lot of emails to you regarding your class registration and the other checklist and so on. I go by Nitin. This first name rhymes with kitten or mitten. So in case you have problem in pronouncing the name. So like I said, I work as an academic advisor in the International Programs Office. You all should have my email, and you can also call me at 283-4465 anytime. I welcome you all to ISU for fall 19. And like Sean announced at the beginning that I'm going to have a dedicated advising session tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, I'm going to work with you one-on-one in class registration, and if you have any questions on whether you need to drop a class or add a class, tomorrow is the best time to do that, okay? Because next week your semester is starting, all right? So the first thing that every student asks after arriving at ISU is, who's my academic advisor? Right? That's the most fundamental question. How many of you are undergraduate students? Raise your hand. Okay, so if you are an undergraduate student, then by default, I'm your academic advisor. Okay? So if you have any questions related to class registration for the fall semester or general registration, I'm the person to work on. Okay? And I will help you select your classes based on your interest as far as general education is concerned and your major classes. Now, as you proceed to your higher level of your program, you will get your own major advisors. Okay? For example, if you're going for an engineering major, then by the time you finish your 30 credits or 60 credits, you should be able to have a departmental advisor. Okay? How many of you are athletes? If you are an athlete, then you should have your own departmental advisor by now. Okay? So what do I do as an academic advisor? Like I said, I help you with initial class registration, and then throughout the semester, I will help you in picking up classes for late 8th week, or if you have any questions regarding academic performance. If you're not sure about your major, you are still in the exploration mode, you want to talk about possible minors, or going for double majors, or finding more about other majors, I can help you with that. Okay? And let me tell you that it's totally fine to remain undecided for first semester, because you can utilize your time in exploring other majors and minors that can help you in the long run. All right? If you're planning to change your major, if you need resources, if you want to find out what your projected GPA will be after the semester, you have questions related to your scholarship requirements or other academic issues in general, I will be there to help you. Okay? How many of you are graduate students? Please raise your hand. If you're a graduate student, then you should be having your own graduate advisor. Okay? If you are in the doctoral program, then you should be assigned a doctoral advisor. So you should be consulting them as far as your classes are concerned. All right? If you're an exchange student, how many of you are exchange students? Good. So if you're an exchange student, then I will be the person who will be helping you in class registration. But by default, Kirby is your study abroad coordinator. So you should be first consulting her, and then I will be there to help you as well. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions? Do you all know who your advisor is? Academic advisor? So, I'm going to cover the basics of basic elements of academic advising, and this slide is applicable to the undergraduate students. How many of you have taken ALEX, TOEFL, SAT, IELTS exam already? How many of you have no placement scores? Okay. Please be advised that if you want to, and this is applicable only to undergraduate students, if you want to take any math or English class, you have to have some sort of placement scores. Okay? For English, we accept IELTS score, TOEFL scores, ACT or SAT scores. Okay? And based on your scores, you will be placed in an appropriate English class. All right? Same goes with math. If you want to take a math class, you need to have a qualifying score in ACT or SAT. Now, if you don't have ACT or SAT score, you have the option to take what is called as ALEX test. This is a math placement test, and depending on your scores that you earn in ALEX, you will be placed in a particular math class. All right? If you want to take ALEX placement test, you can do it here at ISU. It is free of charge. You need to go to Gravely Hall and make an appointment. All right? And then you go to the testing center, take the test, and once you get to